Okay, so here we have Arduino 8. We're using ultrasonic sensor to, determine the output to a motor. So new things that we're using are libraries. So here we have the new ping library, which is an H file. We have our motor pin, our actual distance, which is allowed to be a very big number, or it's allowed to be a decimal place with a float. We define a few things in the library here. Then we use the sonar, command or function, and we use our trigger pin, our echo pin, and our max distance. These two, I believe, go into the ultrasonic sensor themselves. This is our output to the serial monitor, which is very important. These two numbers have to match, otherwise you just get gibberish right there. So, what are we doing? 115, 200. And also, this should be a delay of 50, actually. So, we send the new program to Arduino. It'll be working. You can hear it in the background a little bit right now. Here we have our loop. Also, I put the delay at the end. I haven't found, it was just messing around. Haven't found it heard at all from the beginning or the end. So we have our actual distance that is defined in our real ultrasonic sensor function. Then we have our motor run function, which takes the actual distance and provides an output. And then these are just our outputs to the serial monitor for our ping, which is how far away the object is. So you can see we have ping and motor value there. Then for motor run function, we use distance, which is allowed to be a decimal place, which is very important. And initially we say that the motor value is 2. No matter what it goes to, that value will change unless it is, I believe, it will never be equal to 2. So if the distance is less than 1 foot, the motor value is equal to 50, which on my motor is basically nothing. It's basically nothing once you get below like 75. Then else if distance is greater than 5 feet, the motor is 250, which is, I believe, near its max. And then otherwise, the motor value is equal to the distance, which is we get here, times 50. So 2 feet is equal to 100, yada yada yada, and then we analog write that out, so that provides an output, and then we get our motor value, which you can see here. And then we have our ultrasonic sensor read, which for inches here, sonar ping inches is then, we want to convert this to feet, so we take the feet, or we create another thing, decimal place of feet distance equals inches divided by 12, because 12 inches in 1 foot. And then the return function here is what gives the output to the real read ultrasonic sensors. So the actual distance will be equal to the return here, which is equal to the feet underscore distance. Then we run through that, and we run through that loop for eternity. So here we can see here is picking up something 3.67 feet behind me. If I put my hand very close, it will say, quarter of a foot. About 2 feet now. Here's our Arduino board and sensor. You can hear the motor changing speeds, depending on how far or close my hand is to it. yeah, and circuitry, thanks to circuit.io for that, helped make sure everything was in order and connected in the right way. I'm not sure if there's a simpler way to do it, but here we have our MOSFET, our ultrasonic sensor, our motor, battery pack, and everything all connected. Among other things, I believe this is a 10K resistor, and among many other things.